Hello guys, this is Kuro no Shin, and today we're going to review the Metal Robot Spirits Destiny Gundam. This came out back in May of this year for the Metal Robot Spirits line. Got it on a near local store, and it's priced for 14,000 yen. This figure was first shown in the series Gundam Seed Destiny as somewhat a protagonist suit, then turned antagonist. It's actually one of my favorite MS, and I really like its unique design. So let's check out the box. And as you can see on the box itself, it's really exceptional. It has that silver lining there, or silver lettering, which ensures the quality of what you're getting. And this one is produced by Bandai. And it has that Tamashii Nations logo. And also, let me adjust the camera. So you can see it has that Tamashii Nations quality seal, meaning we're getting a very good figure. And as I mentioned, it's part of the Gundam Seed Destiny mobile suits. Alright. Side of the box. See the Destiny Gundam itself. And the back, it shows what you're gonna get. And you will see there, it has die-cast contents on its skeletal. So that's actually the main focus of this figure. It has die-cast contents, which makes it very good quality. Alright. So let's check out the contents. Alright, so this is what's inside the box. And as you can see, there you go. This is the figure itself, the Destiny Gundam, and all of its accessories. And also, what's good about this is that it includes its own stand and some effect parts, which I'm gonna explain or introduce to you one by one. Okay, and let's start with the Destiny Gundam itself. And here it is, the figure. Wow, it's quite hefty due to its die-cast contents, and look at that. Nicely done paint applications and paint job. I really like it. And wow, that's one really mean looking head sculpt. Look at that. Also like what they did here with a V-fin, painted gold. And let me zoom it a little bit here to show off the head. Really nice looking head there. Kind of resembles the anime more, unlike unlike other renditions of the Destiny Gundam. And this one here, that's die cast. Also here, chest vents, and also the back of the legs. See, die cast there. And as I mentioned a while ago with the box, the skeleton or internal skeleton of the figure, it's made out of die cast. That ensures stability and the quality of the kit. And it's not having any difficulties standing on its own. Let's wait for the backpack itself later. And speak of the backpack, here it goes. Here's the backpack itself. Wow, very nice looking wings here. This one is die cast as well, this parts of the wings. And I really like what they did here. The black color parts of the wings is actually flat black, coupled together with this glossy red paint finish on the wing. Really love it. And let's check the other accessories here, or what it comes inside the box. So this one is the shield. Okay, and the beam rifle, nice looking beam rifle. Really love that red painted paint job there, or paint applications. Really love it. And its other weapons, which I'll explain later. This large sword, large beam cannon, and also it has these manipulators, which I believe are 5 in pair. Look at that. They're actually made up rubbery plastic. Cool. And it has its own pair of palm of Theocena effect parts. The other side here carries its other effects, like the 2 beam shields. Yay. And some beam effects for its boomerang. Get that, there we go. Wow. Really like what they did here. Cool looking beam saber effects and boomerang effects with the Arendite, or the big sword there, which I'm gonna talk more later. That's the effect parts. And also stem for the stand, and the stand itself. This is difficult doing this on camera. There we go. Wow, really love that stand there. Has that silvery finish on the letters. Really love it. Cool. And before we connect the backpack, let's start with its articulation. Okay, so first the head can go up that far, can go down that far. It can do the funky chicken, no problem. And their head can rotate 360, but I'm not gonna risk that to avoid scratching the collar there. So let's leave it like that. And let's go to the arms. The arms can rotate that far, and it can go up that far. And it has that bicep swivel as well. Double jointed elbow. There we go. And for the handguard, this is actually unique with this figure because it has lots of articulation. There we go. Can rotate and do or put the handguard up that far. Definitely useful for the beam shield later. And also it has a butterfly joint for the shoulder, which can allow the testing to go out that far. Let me show that on camera. There we go. Okay, and for the torso, it has one great articulation in the torso because of its design. It can actually crouch that far. There we go. It can look straight up that far, and this can rotate as well. And here the side skirts here are actually well designed as well, due to the fact that these can actually go out like that or move out of the way without any problems, unlike other renditions of the Destiny Gundam where these side skirts keep on banging the torso. In this case here, it will not do that unless you deliberately do it. But there you go. It can move away that far, and front skirts move up and down, back skirt as well. Okay, and let's go ahead and the legs. So the leg, let's move out these out of the way, and then the leg can kick that far. Very good. Can kick back. That's stiff due to die cast content, so that's can kick out that far, and it can do splits. Let's move this out. Do splits. There you go. No problem. Rotation on this on the tie here. Okay, let's adjust this here, and also big bend on the leg there. There you go. Shows more that die cast content, which I really like. Also forgot to mention that this one has options here for the thrusters. There can go up there far. And lastly, we go to the feet. They can go out that far, can go upwards that far. And what's unique or what's good about the feet here is that these can actually rotate. There we go. Yeah, I believe other robot spirits figure are able to do that, but yeah, that's one good articulation there on the feet. Okay, and before we connect the wings, I'm going to show you the wings itself. There we go. So I already connected the connectors for its big weapons. Very secure, very stiff. Okay, so the wings can go that far. Without these hanging on the way, they can go that far. There you go. That's a good one. And also, these are also die cast, making a secure connection for the wings. And they can go out that far, can spread out that far. Look at that. Alright, and these can go up that far and go down that far. This one also adjusts. There we go. So that's one beautiful wing part there. Okay, so next let's go ahead and connect the weapons before we attach it to the Gundam. Let's start with the railgun or the cannon itself. So you just need to put it there until you hear a click sound. There we go. Secure. Let's do that as well on the other side for the large beam sword. Okay, there. Just hit here. There we go. There. Nice and secure. Also forgot to show you the thruster here can move up that up and down like that. Okay, so now let's connect with the figure. So test me here. Okay, you need to connect it. Search for it. There we go. Till you hear a click sound. And yeah. Wings is now on the Gundam. And go. Just the legs a little bit there. There. And as you can see, can definitely stand on its own there without any troubles. And next we're going to be putting or assembling the stand itself so that we can connect it to the Gundam. So you just need to put it in there. There's a hole for the stand. So there we go. Nice and secure. Connection for the stand there. Let's move the Destiny out of the way. There we go. So that is the stand there. There you go. So the stand also has its own articulation. So it's actually in a ratchet joint there. Well, to make sure that the figure is secured there on that part there as well. There, you can see it. And also it has a rotation in there for the stand. So now let's connect the connector piece for its waist. Okay, there you go. Here, let me show it on camera. So here it goes. Looks like this. Just need to put it in here. Okay. Camera. There you go. So there. Now let's have the Destiny fly. And for the Destiny, you can see that there is, it should show on camera there, just there. There should be like a hole there, or a hole showing there underneath its skirts. We'll connect the Gundam now there. There you go. Just the camera. There we go. Destiny Gundam is now flying with its stand. After this, we're gonna show off the Destiny with its weapons set. Okay, so this time I'm showing the Destiny here with its beam rifle and its shield. So I actually connected it off camera to save time. So there, that's how it will really look. And also, I forgot to mention, or forgot to show you, that there's this clear piece here, where what's this is, this will help on stabilizing the stand itself. So there, so you can put it like this for the stem of the stand to bend forward, and it will stop it from falling. Or you can put it this way to make it much more steady when the stem is straight like this. So let's do that like so. Here, just need to put it like that. Okay, let's see. Okay, there. Okay, it's nice and secure. So okay, so it will not be able to bend forward. So yeah, that's cool addition there. So let's try posing the Destiny with the Gundam strike Gundam pose, like shooting in the air. So I'm gonna do that. Go here. Put it here. Okay, let's stretch out the wings a little bit. There. Okay, let's move it, the torso a little bit like this. And the legs go forward. Straight it out like that. Bend it a little bit. There you go. Before it starts banging on the rail cannon. So let's move that out of the way. And you just need to split it there a little bit. Okay, there we go. And there. So just this here on the wings. There you go. You can see it has done the L strike pose without any problems and maintaining its stability. Now let's go introduce the other weapons. Okay. Oh, and also one unique feature of the shield is that it has the option to rotate. There you go. It has a joint there that can allow it to rotate like that, which is not present, I believe, on other Destiny Gundam figures and model kits. And this can also stretch out try it here. Camera. There you go. And aside from the normal shields, as I showed you a while ago, the Destiny Gundam has these unique beam shields, and they are awesome. Look at that glow there. And they have that sparkly finish there. Looks really great. Okay, and for you to have the Destiny Gundam use these shields, you need to remove something here on the handguard. So you see these yellow tabs here, you need to remove them with your finger. If you're having difficulties, use a hobby knife, but there you go. It's able to remove it with ease. And now let me put these on. You can see that there's like a connector peg there that needs to be put on this on the hole there on the handguard. So let me do this on camera, see if I can do it with no problems. There you go. There you go. As you can see, the Destiny Gundam was already able to equip the said weapon. As I mentioned to you a while ago, due to the articulation that you have for the handguards, the Destiny Gundam can wield its beam shields in this position here, making it look real, like it's guarding itself. There you go. Really looks good. Here. And from one beam shield to two beam shields, there you go. What can you say? Very cool looking. It's like it's guarding itself from an array of beams coming from the Destroy Gundams. Absolute defense, I say. And here it comes with its two weapons, which are connected on its shoulder, which is his beam boomerang. And as you can see, this is the version where he throws it at an enemy as a boomerang. So yeah, looks good. And also it can become a beam saber. There we go. So you can see, I believe the pilot itself used these beam sabers on the latter part of the show. I believe it's the second or final episode where it battled the Infinite Justice, and it went melee on it. So yeah, that's the beam saber mode there. And this time I'm gonna show you how the rail cannon works, right? So as you saw a little while back, this can adjust. So all you need to do is just bend this down right here. There you go. Just be careful not to scratch the paints. There you go. And then you can open the bottom part of the gun or of the cannon. Just be careful. There you go. So then you slowly bend it like that. And as I mentioned, that mechanism there will definitely help. There. Sticks at its place. And also, as I mentioned, this here, this handle, you can move it. There you go. So that it can match the handle for the Destiny Gundam. There you go. Okay, there you go. As you can see, it has no problems handling the palm cannon there. There you go. Just it. Yeah. There. And due to the handle itself, the way it moves, it has no difficulties holding that big gun. Alright, now let's start with the big one here. So now we'll be using or having him connected with his Arondite weapon. There you go. Okay, so to attach the beam effect parts for this Arondite, you just need to make sure that you use, let's say, open this up first. There we go. Then open this up easily. There. Then you open this up here. This is the part where you will be connecting the beam effect parts. So there you go. It's actually as tall as the Gundam, or much more taller than the Gundam. It's one big sword. So to attach the effect part, let's move the Destiny out of the way. So okay, so you just need to make sure that you there's like a tab here, or a hole that you can put this here. Yeah. Then you just bend it a little bit here on this part. There you go. So there. That's the Arondite itself. So next one, I'm gonna connect it, or have the Destiny handle this big weapon. Okay, and as you can see, the Destiny doesn't have any problems on holding its Arondite there, as big as a weapon as this. Yeah. Just adjust it there. There you go. No problem. So next, I'm gonna show you how he looks two-handed. And this is the Destiny Gundam holding its signature weapon, Arondite, with two hands, and it really, really looks cool. Let me grab the camera there. There we go. Doesn't have any problems holding it with one hand, so definitely it doesn't have any problems doing it with two hands. And after this, it will be the final accessories, or the final weapons of the Destiny Gundam, which is palm Fiocina, or palm cannons. And I say here, it really looks good. What's good about these is that the effect parts are already put on the hands. So as I showed them a while ago, these are different hand manipulators, and these ones specialize with the effects, or the beam effects that it shows here with the palm of Fiocinas. So yeah, this is the Destiny Gundam at its finest. There you go. Alright, that wraps up the review for this figure. And final thoughts, this is definitely one of the best iterations of the Destiny Gundam in 1:1 to 4 scale. But let's start talking about its cons. First off, it actually lacks the Wings of Light option that is another accessory for the Destiny Gundam, which should actually sprout out of its wings to make it look much more cooler. So that is missing on this box. Unlike the recently launched Destiny Gundam, which is the HGCE Revive, which has it included, and it was released the same month and date as this figure here, though I understand that Bandai is trying to make sure that the figure will stay at 14,000 price point. And lastly, as I mentioned, the price itself, it's really expensive for its for a figure of its scale, but that is actually compensated by its pros. And as you can see, it has die-cast contents, superb paint application and details, top-notch articulation, and many more. It's actually a must-have for any Gundam and figure collectors. And I believe that Bandai will release the wings of light option for this one on a later time, and that would make this kit or figure much more better looking than what it is right now. So far, that's it for the review, and I hope that you find it helpful in case you're contemplating on getting this figure here. And again, this is Kurono Shin. See you in my next video.